Before I start, someone reminded me this evening that today is Rare Disease Day, and it reminded me of why many of us are here, those of us that are part of the health part of life sciences, and that's really about patients. And really, many rare diseases, as we're advancing personalized medicine, all diseases are becoming rare diseases. So this is an important area for us to focus on. And we still lack a rare disease strategy in Canada, so this is something that we do need to turn our attention to. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, Minister Moridi, and all of our elected officials here in attendance tonight. Your presence here is so important, as it underscores my key message this evening. Life sciences is our greatest opportunity for economic and social prosperity, for our cities, our province, and for all Canadians. It is an opportunity that transcends political affiliation, but one that requires continued political leadership at all levels of government, and very importantly, across all ministry mandates within government. As we've seen this past year with proposed changes to regulations surrounding the Patented Medicines Pricing Review Board, we see how an ill-conceived policy in one part of government can be detrimental and even counter to the broader goals of government. So a pan-government approach is critical to the successful advancement of our sector. The question that I have been asking is fairly simple. Why, with all our investments in world-class science, do we not have that Made in Ontario global biotech success story? Where is our BlackBerry of biotech? I've heard many responses to this question. Some say it will never happen. Others say that it is happening, but it just takes some time. Others believe it doesn't really matter, that the build-to-sell model is fine for Ontario innovation. I disagree with all of these opinions, and I'm not alone in my conviction. The Honourable Kevin Lynch spoke at our 2013 gala and said, "Ontario has all the ingredients but lacks a recipe," and I believe he hit the nail on the head. If you look at leading life sciences jurisdictions around the world, they are all unique but share a key element. They all have well-developed life sciences strategies. In Massachusetts, this was a 10-year, $1 billion commitment that was legislated by the state. Just this past year, they renewed this commitment for 5 years and an additional $500 million. Here in Canada, Quebec recently announced their dedicated life sciences strategy to a very warm reception from the entire industry. For several years now, we at LSO have been advocating for a dedicated pan-government provincial life sciences strategy, and others have since joined us in this call. Both the Ontario Chamber of Commerce and the Public Policy Forum have recently issued reports that highlight the opportunity represented by our life sciences sector and the need for a strategy to bring it to fruition. The good news is we are seeing progress on the policy front. At our 2015 annual policy forum, Minister Moridi was there and he announced the creation of a provincial life sciences working group. And this group was to advise government on the key elements needed to create a successful life sciences strategy. Earlier this month, this working group presented their recommendations to Deputy Garrison. This past year, we published our LSO Blueprint for a Coordinated Life Sciences Strategy, which was well received by representatives from all parties at our Queen's Park Day. And more recently, the Federal Economic Strategy Tables have released an interim report on their strategy for health and bioscience in Canada. At the same time, our companies continue to innovate, scale, and grow and attract investment and attention on the international stage. Our Life Sciences Company of the Year, Fusion Pharmaceuticals, has emerged as a leader in the targeted alpha therapy field with technology that combats hard-to-treat cancers. Ottawa-based eSight has created a world-first technology that allows the legally blind to see. Let me say that again. They allow the blind to see. This is Ontario innovation at its finest. So here we are at a crossroads. All this policy work that has taken place in Ontario to date is now on pause as we head into a provincial election. Federal work continues to progress. However, as the largest province in Canada Any national life sciences strategy must be supported by and aligned with Ontario to succeed, and the reverse is equally true. Ontario's strategy cannot succeed without federal alignment. The window of opportunity post-election will be narrow for whomever forms our next provincial government. We must urgently elevate Ontario's life sciences strategy as a priority that will align with and inform this federal strategy as it's being developed. We need strong leadership from our elected officials to build on the work that has been done by the public service and the private sector to date. We cannot afford to lose this progress in the shuffle of politics. I firmly believe that life sciences is Ontario's greatest untapped resource for both economic and social prosperity, including innovative solutions to our greatest challenges such as climate change and healthcare sustainability. As I look out on this crowd, a record attendance of some 470 leaders from disciplines across our life sciences sector, I am assured that I am not alone in this belief. If you take a look at the individuals we are honoring tonight, it's plain to see the talent, the tenacity that exists within our sector. Ilse Chernick, our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, created one of the world's most powerful innovation centers at the foot of Queen's Park, propelling Toronto's Discovery District. Our Community Service Award winner, George Millet, was instrumental in building key clusters in Ottawa and Sarnia-Lambton, facilitating thousands of jobs and accelerating the economies of these communities. Shanna Brisebois, the recipient of this year's LSO Volunteer Award, is a stellar example of just how much some of our members believe in our life sciences potential, so much so that they're willing to put forward their own valuable personal time to our cause. Last, but certainly not least, I'm so delighted that elected officials from across all levels of government are here this evening. Your presence is indicative of your recognition of the importance of Ontario's life sciences opportunity and gives me confidence that regardless of the results on June 7th, a life sciences strategy will be a priority for the province of Ontario. Thank you so much for your kind attendance and attention this evening.